Welcome to my presentation, and today we'll be making a granny square from crochet for a blanket, and we'll be showing how to attach it onto the blanket also, and add the squares to your rows and whatnot. The blanket we're working on is actually one I'm making for my husband. It is a black mage from Final Fantasy 1. So your crocheting basics is number one, don't take on something too big. Make sure you know your stitches. Make sure you know every abbreviation for your stitches. The internet is a wonderful thing, but never take on something bigger than you can handle. Make sure you know the differences in your needles. Your 3mm needles will make a tighter stitch as opposed to a 10mm needle, which is what they usually use for an Afghan. But since it's a granny squared Afghan, we use a smaller needle. Any type of yarn can be used for this. The softer yarns seem to be more expensive yarns. I'm actually using really cheap yarn right now, and it actually is turning out to be working very well with me. I'm using a 3mm hook and scissors. So you're going to start with this basic slip knot. You take it, make a loop, wrap it around, and pull it through the bottom. And when it comes out, it will pull tight against your needle. You'll slip your needle through the main hole and pull it tight. That way you can start chaining. Chaining, basically, you are just going to make a bunch of stitches. For this project, we're going to do 4 at your current stage in your project. And if you keep seeing me look down, it's because I'm making my own. All you do is wrap it around the needle and you pull it through the hole. And you do that 4 times. When making the circle, all you do is put through your first stitch, and then you will take it and wrap your needle around and pull it through, essentially making another slip knot. And then you pull it through the last hole and you pull it tight. You'll make 5 chain stitches. That way you have a starting point for your next row, essentially your first row. So the first stitch actually that we're doing is double crochet. So you wrap your yarn around your needle, you stick it through the middle of the circle, you grab onto your yarn, pull it through, wrap around your needle, pull it through again, and then pull it through all 3 stitches. You are going to do this 3 different times before you move on to your corner. Now this is how we are taking our circle through to a square. And then you'll go and you will chain twice, and that will be your corner. So basically you are going to do this 3 times, so you have sides, and you'll have your first round. And that is how it is known in cross stitch. It is known as a round, whether it's square, it's a circle, it's an octagon, it is always a first round. So basically you're just going to slip knot right through to pulling your last stitch out. So you're going to start your next round fresh. What you're going to do is basically the same thing 3 different times. You are going to start chaining it again, and you're going to make 5 chains so that you can start with basically another corner, as seen. Like I said about the yarns, if you use a cheaper yarn, more than likely you'll have more of an issue of, if you pull it through, you're going to have an issue catching it and losing a few strains because they are made from more. With this, it's easier to do though. So basically you're going to take it and you're going to do 2 double crochets in the corner, and then you're going to do between each crochet. The next one will be 3 crochets, your 2 chains in your 2 crochets in the corner, and you go all the way around. You'll slip knot it through, and you'll pull it right through so that you can start all over again. You do it 3 times though, and you'll have it come out with a 4-inch block. So you're going to go around and you're going to make you're going to do two double crochets in your first corner. You're going to go all the way across between each crochet, make your 3 at the end, chain 2, and then you're going to make another double crochet. Do it all the way around and you have your full completed piece. So you have to tie off your square. So you slip it through, you make a slip knot, and then you wrap it around your crochet hook yet once again, and then you pull it through. You'll cut it off and then you'll pull it through and pull it tight so it does not slip out. Because if you slip out, all that work goes away. Sew your blocks together. Essentially, you're going to tie a knot, put your 2 blocks together, slip your needle through. You're going to tie it. You're going to go between the two of the blocks and pull your needle through it with the yarn. You're going to keep doing that all the way across in each row. Essentially, it's the same thing doing to attach rows, but it's in a longer piece, much longer piece. So all you have to do is make sure that you line up your blocks and you're golden. You have a beautiful piece when it's done. Hopefully mine will be done soon. So, and this is my favorite motto. If I can't take my yarn, I am not going. I take it to school, I take it to work, I take it everywhere I go. So that's my presentation on how to make a granny square.